Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Poison, Okami here. Me, myself, and I are back at it again with another video. And today's video is also talking about some more news regarding Naruto Storm Connections. I actually just want to do a disclaimer here and say that none of this is actually guaranteed or fact or any leak. It is more just a speculation at this point. So my good friend Senju in Japan had let me know that he was going to release this video today, and I have been anticipating the greatness that he has thought of in his video, and he is talking about some pretty juicy stuff. So Senju recommended that I make a video covering on what he is talking about, because I'm very good at picking out what he says and then delivering it to you guys in a more of a different approach and a different perspective, and I would do as such. So let's go ahead and see what Senju's talking about.
Now, as far as who I think these new antagonists will be, man, I honestly think there'll be two of them. Alright, let's go ahead and start with the first antagonist, the first new character. I think it's gonna be an adult male that's probably been around the block, dealt with war, been around, seen his fair share of ninja bloodshed. I'm just trying to say. Alright, he's most likely gonna be from the Rain Village, taking on Pain's ideology. Now listen up, hey, that's very important. Really carrying the torch, like really passing the mantle down from Pain's ideology to kind of take over the ninja world, just kind of give it a restart. I think he has the Sharingan. Now, hey, hold on now. A lot of y'all probably looking at me crazy with the bombastic side eye. Hey, trust me. I think this is the direction CC2 will take to really get y'all attention. Now, remember, this is only the first new character I'm going to be talking about.
So yes, to begin with, he is talking about an adult male that is from the Hidden Rain Village that could be using the Sharingan and could be having some sort of like villainous theme going on here. Now, he's talking about the potential of following up Pain's ideologies. Now, this is actually very interesting, and after watching all of Senju's videos, I have some very great points as to why what Senju is saying is credible. Now, I'm not saying any of it's fact, but it's credible. Now, somebody taking up Pain's ideologies, you gotta think about it. When Pain was running around and he had his own ideologies and he became who he was sat there in the Hidden Rain Village with his ideologies, and he must have spoke to some villagers in the Hidden Rain Village about what he wants to do and how he wants to achieve his way of peace. But yes, this guy apparently looking very similar to Gojo. Now, I have been talking to Senju, and I actually managed to dig up this picture of this character right here, saying that maybe he could be along the lines of this guy. Now, Senju did remind me that this is all an original story with original characters, so this guy, it probably isn't going to be the guy in question. However, from my own take, this guy could be of the lineage from this guy that Senju is talking about. They could be related in some way, shape, or form. The Hidden Rain Village have some interesting shinobi. Anyways, after that, Senju then goes on to talk about this character.
But hey, this next person, hey, listen, hey, they actually got the Sharingan. That's right, they're an Uchiha. Yes, yes. Hey, we getting a new original Uchiha exclusive to this new Naruto game. I'm just trying to say, I think that's crazy. Hey, possibilities are endless. Now look here, hey, not only is it a new Uchiha, it's also a female Uchiha, and we don't really get those, we got Sarada, but hey man, this is pretty dope for me. This is pretty peak for me. Now, as far as for her age, she's probably on the younger side, maybe even younger than Boruto and Sarada herself. As for her appearance, I mean, I don't think it's gonna be nothing too special. She is a young girl, so hey, but hey, don't get it twisted. The girl is an Uchiha, and honestly, I think where she really shines is her abilities. And honestly, what they are is, I think this little girl will be able to control people's minds, and I don't mean just people, I mean like a lot of people. I think she'll do kind of like what Kaguya and Madara did with the moon, engraving the Sharingan on the moon. But just as a little girl, she skipped all the steps.
That is correct. He is now talking about a small girl, an Uchiha girl, so a legitimate Uchiha. Now, let's just dial it back a little bit, and let's just lower horses down. Now, I know a lot of you are yelling at the screen right now saying, but Poison, Senju, Sarada, and Sasuke are the only two Uchiha left. Yes, we know. This is an original story. Any character can come from any source with any possibility. And I have the perfect example as to why this is true. Now, I'm not saying that this Uchiha girl is going to be a legit thing. It's a possibility. The reason why: let's take a rewind back to Revolution days. Naruto Revolution, Mecha Naruto was announced. Mecha Naruto was in no way, shape, or form a canon character. He was an original made character specifically for Revolution. There was an anime episode based for him, but it was filler. There was nothing canon about it. Turns out his origin was something to do with Orochimaru. I actually cannot remember, because he's an original character. There's nothing canon about him. But he was a funny character. He rocked up. He caused some trouble for the Leaf Village. The Konoha 9 and all the homies and whatever sorted his stuff out. End of story. With that same logic in mind, an Uchiha girl is viable. Who might be designing these characters? This adult male and this Uchiha girl? The only other person I could think of other than CC2 that could be designing this, I mean, it could be CC2, but it may not be. But I'm also thinking Masashi Kishimoto himself. Masashi Kishimoto was actually the one who designed and implemented Mecha Naruto when Revolution was being developed. Everything Senju is saying, there is room for error, but there is room for truth. Now, at the end there, obviously, Senju is talking about how these two characters are going to be like the villainous people, and then the likes of Toneri and Boruto would be like the good guys fighting against them. Now, let me give you my perspective on this, and more of an open perspective about how this could be credible in Naruto Storm Connections. Let's just take a look at the overall title of the game. We have Naruto Storm Connections. Not even Naruto, sorry, Naruto to Boruto. Or Naruto Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. Connections. This is the key word. Connections. Connections is the key word. Now, what it sounds like to me from what Senju has been talking about is there are people trying to live up to the legacy of previous villains. Now, Senju did not explicitly say this. This is something that I am saying, and this is something that I have sort of thought about whilst discussing this with Senju and also watching his video very closely. Pain was originally from the Rain Village, and he had his ideologies, and he made a massive sort of one-on-one war of the Leaf Village, completely screwed it up, and obviously lost his battle to Naruto. He had a very motivational way of achieving peace, however didn't achieve it because Naruto put him in his place. But it wouldn't be surprising if somebody in the Rain Village were to follow his ideologies and try to sort of recreate what Pain was doing, but maybe to a larger scale. This is where the Uchiha girl comes in. This Uchiha girl can come in because she's an Uchiha. She has the Sharingan, perhaps. She might have some reason to experience trauma to awaken her Sharingan. Hell, she could even have the Mangenku Sharingan. We've seen Uchihas and kids from the Leaf Village achieve great and formidable things at very young ages. I'm referencing Shitsui and Itachi Uchiha, by the way. This original Uchiha girl could be something along the same lines as them. So going back to the whole theme of connections, what happened in Shippuden was that the big bad villain was Pain for 1 minute. Naruto sorted him out, and then Madara raised from the ashes, announced the war on everybody, then everybody was involved in this massive war, and he tried doing the whole thing with the Tsukiyomi in the mood and trying controlling everybody. Now this actually goes in hand with what Senju is saying, because they are now trying to do the same stuff as what Madara and Kaguya were trying to do during the war of Shippuden. It seems like there is a connection between this original story and Naruto Shippuden's story, don't you think? Maybe this is a key part as to why the game's got its title, Connections, because characters like these original characters that Senju is speculating is giving us a way to sort of almost relive the Shippuden story, but in a Boruto format with updated characters like Boruto and Toneri. And I don't imagine it would just be the two of them versus these characters. I'm sure the likes of Inojin and Shikadai, Adult Konohamaru, with the updated 5 Kage, we're talking Darui, Chojuro, Kurotsuchi, they could all be fighting against these new villains. Maybe other Otsutsuki members like Urashiki could get involved and might even fight against Toneri. Again, anything can happen because it's an original story and it is not canon. That is something that I want to relay onto you guys. I thought it would be a good idea if I just make a video following up on what Senju is talking about, because he is only going to tell you so much about what he's thinking and his ideologies. Again, he is not leaking anything. None of this is guaranteed fact. There is room for changes. There is room for skewed perceptions. However, I am trying to give everyone an open mind and sort of allow you guys to open your arms to the possibility of what Senju is saying, because with it being an original story and the title of Connections, everything he's saying is very viable. Anyways, that is it for all I needed to talk about with you guys today on the Naruto Storm Connections. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have left this video with food for thought. Drop a comment down below on what you would like to see in the original story, and be sure to drop your theories below. Me and Senju are always watching, and we would like to see what everybody is talking about. Anyways, as always, it's been your boy Poison Okami. Janet.